We've come back for a slightly different game than what I said. We're going to be playing in the Cup and then playing Stadler. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I'm Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. We are going to be playing Panathinaikos. I really have to apologise for all my pronunciations of all the Greek teams and Greek names. I know it's horrendous. Thank you very much for everyone that leaves a comment on telling me how to say things. I do try and learn it, but generally I just suck at pronunciation. So without further ado, let's get into the schedule. This is how we've gone. We were last together for that cup game there. 3-0 win. We might have even done that league game as well. Then we went to the Europa League, beat Club Brugge 2-0, goals from Benerio and Djurdovic. Then we beat AK Athens in a top of the table clash with a double from Djurdovic. Very good, one of them being a penalty. They got a man sent off in the 90th minute and then got a 94th minute consolation goal. Then we played Xanthi and we won 5-0 away from home. Vladimir Ivanusek getting a hat-trick, Gil Diaz getting one, and Papasok getting the other. We then got absolutely annihilated by Stadler, all in the second half. We lost 4-0, but we've just beaten Giannina, that'll do. We beat them 4-1, goals from Fortunas, Capital, and Hisham Kaluha getting 2 as well. They actually went 1-0 up in the 7th minute. Before they went 1-0 up, we hit the post, we hit the bar, and we had a goal disallowed. So we absolutely dominated that game. And today, we're going to be playing Panathinaikos in the Cup. And then I'm going to play that one offline, and then we're going to do the Stade Rennais game as well. So these two will be the 2 games in the episode today. And why? Why are we doing that, do you ask? Because we're playing our Cup team again. So you're going to get another chance to see Jan Petric, Marco Reus, Lovro's going to play there. Billy Leftfoot comes in. Billy is going to come in. And yeah, that's what we're going to play. Johan Tehort is injured, unfortunately, so we're not going to get to see him again. But into the game we go. So this is how we line up the team that you've just seen. I don't really need to go through it. They line up in a 4-2-3-1. Don't really recognise any names in there. So we'll just crack on into the team talk. And we're going to passionately say, let's give the fans the performance they're expecting. We're at home. It's the Cup. This team we're playing apparently aren't that good. But I'm not too sure, really. I don't have the best knowledge of Greek football. So let's get into it and kick off. So I will say thank you very much for everyone that's liking and commenting on the videos. It is really much appreciated. You seem to be enjoying this save as much as I am, which is good. I'm really, really enjoying it. And Olympiakos actually feel like quite a good team to try and stay with for maybe a couple of seasons and see where we get to. But hopefully we'll still have a league and cup double at the end of this first season. So a corner, Marco Reus to fire it in. It's headed clear by Marcus Paulo, and now there may well be a counter-attack on, but they've just hoofed that forward. Billy Leftfoot loses out to Venuto, who runs in on goal, gets in and shoots really wide. Billy Leftfoot not having his best moment there. So let's have a little bit of a question for you. Give me an update in the comments below. Update me on how your Football Manager games are going. Are you playing Football Manager 18? And how are your game going? If not, which Football Manager are you playing? And how's the game going? Who are you? What sort of money have you made? Who have you bought? You know, answer just a general answer for what sort of games you're playing and are you enjoying it. Kinoes on the edge, back to Panathinaikos, to Gil Diaz, back to Panathinaikos again, into Diaz again. He's going to surely put across, and Ivanusek's there, and wow, he really should have scored that. Front post header goes over the bar from Ivanusek. And again, guys, if you are enjoying the video and enjoying the series, leave a like on it. More people will then be able to find it, as they've scored an absolute belter. That will teach me for trying to get some more recognition for my videos, won't it? Venuto from the edge of the box has just absolutely blasted one into the top corner. Here he is. It comes to him on the edge, and he just absolutely fires that home. Even in the slow motion replay, you can see how quickly that moves. And we find ourselves 1-0 down. But we have Reus with a corner. In it goes. Lovro. Oh, his shot's blocked. Diaz was offside. So it's just a free kick to Panathinaikos. I really cannot pronounce these team names. Chatzilazias into Venuto. Mazurek. I can pronounce that one because we've got a microscope that's made by Mazurek at work. Bravo. Bravo, just hold on to it. Can we nick the ball? Mazurek forced backwards but finds Paulo into Venuto. Ball through. Karapidis fires it in, and our youngsters are struggling in this game somewhat. It's not been the best of performances as we see that goal in 3D. Bravo, round the corner to Mazurek, who did quite well here, into Marcus Paolo. Paolo back to Venuto, ball straight down, and whoever that was there, is that Lovro there? It's Gomez, the other youngster, was caught on his heels a bit and just couldn't track the man. Very, very annoying. So we're into half time, 2-0 down. There's only one thing you can do at a time like this. You absolutely assertively bollock someone. I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. Get out there. We're on attacking. We're going to leave it that way. And we're just going to try and get a goal. We need to get Jan Petric in the game, don't we? He's been absolutely superb generally when he's played. But this game, a 6.3, it's not going his way. Okay, a highlight. Capino out to Keita. Keita with lots of time and space to move the ball forwards. Into Panathinaikos. Up to Gil Diaz. Diaz with it down the left wing. Probably one of the only real starting 11 players we've got in the team today. Can't find Jan Petric. And Paolo has it into Panathinaikos. Good pressure. Gil Diaz nicks it. Even Usek shoots and it's hit the outside of the post and goes wide. And I think we're going to have to just make some changes on roughly the hour mark. So even Usek off for Jurdovic. And we will do... Who's really struggling? Czech-Hater's struggling. We'll do Hannes de Croix on at left back. And Billy, well, Billy's having a shocking game. So we'll change both fullbacks as well. Martin Linez to replace Billy Leftfoot. My son will get a pat on the back as he comes off as the substitute, but with an hour to go. No, an hour gone, 30 minutes to go. We're still 2-0 down. But we have another highlight. Linez into Canoes. Canoes to Jan Petric. Back to Linez. Canoes. Into Jan Petric again. Into Jurdovic. Jurdovic. Petric. Diaz. Oh, it's a terrible shot. Terrible, terrible finish. Our finishing has been abysmal. 10 shots and only 4 on target. That is not good statistic. Linez. It is all Olympiakos though. Jan Petric, ball through, Jurdovic, cross, Diaz, heads over the bar. Oh my word, this is really, really bad. Throw in then, Panathinaikos, back to Venuto. In it goes, Lovro with a headed clearance, Royce picks it up. Marco Royce comes forward with his whopping 6 pace. It's a terrible pass. Jurdovic couldn't get there. Bravo in the middle for the yellow guys. I cannot remember what they're called. Venuto beats his man, the goal scorer. Keeps running down the road. That's awful. Absolutely awful. Okay, we have about 10 minutes to try and get something out of this. So we're going to go very, very attacking. Because what's the difference? If we lose 2-0 or 3-0, what does it really matter? So Royce can be a trequartista on attack. Diaz can stay out there. You can... Well, actually, you're already on support. Let's push Jan Petric up a little bit more onto attack. We don't need to retain possession. Mix the passing up. Let's look for an overlap. We'll don't need to work it into the box. Let's push slightly higher. We will sit wider and we will just go with that for now. Lots of changes to the tactics. Let's see how it plays out as we had a corner, but nothing came of it, obviously. 10 minutes to go. So 3 minutes to go and nothing has happened. We do get a highlight. Del Croix, Jan Petric, Panagritis, the Linz on the edge, into the area, but it can't get there. Jan Petric. It's a poor pass and Miguel will bring it away. Lovro with a header to Gomez. Panathinaikos, he's got Gillis ahead of him. De Croix. Gil Diaz puts across him but gets the rebound back. Jurdovic, he's got to score. He does. We have 3 minutes of injury time to nick a draw if we can. So Panathinaikos, I don't know what that line is in the middle of the screen, but Del Croix is there. Into Gil Diaz. His first attempt of a cross was blocked. Then he took a bit more time, put it in. Jurdovic with the control, turn and shot to make it 2-1. But that is probably going to be that. Gil Diaz with the ball in. Blevy makes the catch. That will be the end of the game. And it's a 2-1 loss against a team we really should be beating at home. Maybe it was a mistake to play the kids again. I think they need their chance in the cup though. They need the chance to show that they can actually play at this level. Nope. Assertively, you were not good enough. End the team talk. Leave the match. Right, we'll play Kirkria offside. We'll be back to play Stadler in the Europa League. So we'll catch you then. And we're back. This is how we're going to line up against Stade Rennais. We are playing Mitrushkin in goal, Lines, Barrerio, Gomez and Del Croix at the back four, Siopis and Canoes in the middle, Giano on the right, Fortunis plays behind Jurdovic and Diaz on the left. They line up in a 4-2-3-1 as well. Isaac Success is probably their main person. Cabaselli as well in there, both from Watford. Laborde is pretty good. Andre's okay as well. We're the favourites, but they did beat us 4-0 in the first time of the group that we played them. We have a chance to take top spot, is what I'm telling the guys, because we do, and that's what I want to happen. And I want to say I've got faith in them. Let's get out there and win. The game in between, we won 3-0 to put us back off the top of the Super League, which we're now, I think, a point clear of Panathinaikos, which is our next game, but it will now be played offline because I wanted to do that cup game, which was a terrible choice because we lost, and this game against Stadler. So let's hope that this one goes slightly better. Okay, we have a highlight half an hour into the game. Tepote for Stadler, but it's blocked by Quinones. Back to Gomez, across to Barrerio. You'll realise that Socrates he's been dropped for this game because they beat us last time because of pace up front, and Socrates couldn't handle it. So we've gone with two slightly younger, slightly quicker defenders this time, as Fortunes plays it back to Gomez with a good pass. Out to Delacroix. Can we get a little bit of an overload on the left-hand side? Gil Diaz runs inside. He appears to be quite a good signing from Fiorentina. Fortunes goes around a couple, shoots from range, but never troubling the goalkeeper, nowhere near the goal. It's been a pretty boring game as Jordao comes forward into Laborde. Isaac successes in space, but Linez covers the pass. Gil Diaz again into Fortunas, up to Djurdovic. Djurdovic looks to beat his man. He's tackled, but it falls to Llano. In it goes. Fortunas shoots far too hard for the goalkeeper, Kubek, who could not keep it out, and that puts us 1-0 up after 35 minutes. Puts us back to the top of the group as Fortunas laid it into Djurdovic, who ran across, and it was a good, oh no, it was a pass out actually. I thought it was a tackle, but it was a, look at that for a volley. The goalkeeper should do better. It's hit straight at him, but so powerful. Costas Fortunas gets another goal this season. Now we have an issue. Our right back's got injured, and our only other right back at the club is Billy Leftfoot. Well, there's another youngster, but I'd only pick Billy. But on the bench, we don't have anyone. So I think I'm going to have to bring Papa Sock on. He can sort of play there. Who does that better, though? It's actually Socrates is the best fullback we have. So I'm just going to maybe tell him to... Oh, no, we'll leave him on support. He's a good player. He's got experience. He should know what he's doing out there at right back. Maybe this is what we'll have to do, because I'm not going to lie, Billy Leftfoot has been shocking. Every game we've played, the first cup game aside, he's played a couple since then. But after the last game in the cup when he played at right back, there was a thing in the press conference that said the fans are really struggling to understand why you signed Billy Leftfoot. His performances haven't been really anywhere near as good as they should be, and I just ignored it and said no comment. But yeah, so it's not going too well for Billy, really. I think when we leave Olympiakos, I'm not going to buy him because I think they're just going to release him on a free, and then I'll pick him up. Whatever club is next, I'll pick him up on a free transfer. And I think that's just what we're going to keep doing because he's just not very good. So every club should release him on a free, and then we'll just end up... Ideally, what I want to happen is whatever club I get to the Champions League final with, it'll be in the Champions League final, and I'll have Lovro, Jan Petric, Billy Leftfoot. However, if any other patrons, if you want your name in the game, all you have to do is donate $1 to my Patreon. The link is in the description. All it is $1 a month, and you'll get your name in the game with the abbreviation CLF on the end so that I can find you in the search. Right, Djurdovic is having a pretty terrible game, so we're going to bring on Capital because he scored in the last game when he came off the bench. So on he comes for Djurdovic, and we have a corner. Llano puts it in. Gomez is there, headed down, looking for Capital, but couldn't get there. Papa Sock is there. Gil Diaz out to Llano. Llano cuts it across, but no one's there, and it's cleared very well by number 3 for Stade Rennais. And we are keeping up the pressure, which is good to see. As you can see, it puts us top of the group in the Europa League, only losing that one game, which is the last leg. And Stade Rennais drew their first game of the group. So we are in a pretty good position if we can keep this result. Okay, with 10 minutes to go, we're going to make another sub. Siopis is going to come off and be replaced by Nepali's Mendy, sorry. And that is all 3 of our subs. And we're just going to leave it like that for now. I mean, look how quiet we've kept their striker. 5.9 for Laborde. They've subbed off 3 players as well. So if we can hold on for the next 4 or 5 minutes, we'll be topping the group after playing the hardest team twice. So, but here comes Isaac. Oh, Socrates has got himself sent off with 4 minutes to go. Oh, we're going to have to put Mendy back to right back, I think, unless Canoas can play then now. We'll put Mendy there because he's got a bit more energy about him. Diaz to drop back, Llano to drop back, Fortunis to drop back there. You can become a poacher just so that you stay right up front. Fortunis will be an advanced playmaker on support. you guys can become wingers on support and a winger on support, just to make sure you can be a fullback, well, a defensive fullback on defend. Mendy, you can be a defensive fullback on defend. We will drop to contain, or actually we'll drop to waste time. We're going to sit fairly narrow. We're going to close them down sometimes, much lower tempo, sit slightly deeper. We'll still play out the defence actually, won't work the ball into the box. We'll retain the possession and play it short. We will, wrong one, stay on our feet. We will be more disciplined and we will dribble less. So off we go. We just need to hold on for 4 minutes with 10 men. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 5 seconds. Mendy has the ball into Fortounis, back to Mendy, to Quinones. Let's just keep the ball and do nothing with it, or give it straight to their left back. Mazga comes forward, Plikic, Barrow, the allotted time is up. There's the full time whistle. We hold on for the 1-0 win. We are top of the Europa League group, which is very, 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 very good, because I think we could possibly do some damage in Europa. If we get a convincing, if we get first place and then get a relatively easy draw in the next round, that would be very, very good. We'll just send the assistant to that for now. We get a bit of money. Socrates will get a, no he won't, he'll get a warning for his 2 yellow cards, which he accepts, which is fine. So, a quick overview of the competitions before we go. Top of the league by a point with easily the best goal difference in the division. Europa League, we are top of that as well. Beating Stadler and losing to Stadler, and then beating Bruges and Trabzonspor as well. And in the Cup, we are currently second in our group, which is a bit of a disappointment. But I think if worse comes to worse, I can always just pick really strong players to finish that off. So that's not a problem at all. But we will leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And there'll be daily Football Manager content for the very near future. And for now, I'm out. Cheers.